1. Instead of saying do a mistake, say make a mistake, which means doing something incorrectly. For example, we don't say, I did a mistake in my exam. We say, I made a mistake in my exam.
2. Instead of saying do progress, say make progress, which means improving or moving forward in something. For example, we don't say, she is doing progress in English. We say, she is making progress in English.
3. Instead of saying do a decision, say make a decision, which means choosing between different options. For example, we don't say, he did a decision to leave. We say, he made a decision to leave.
4. Instead of saying make homework, say do homework, which means completing school assignments. For example, we don't say, I need to make my homework. We say, I need to do my homework.
5. Instead of saying make research, say do research, which means studying or investigating a topic. For example, we don't say, she made research on global warming. We say, she did research on global warming.
6. Instead of saying tell sorry, say sorry or apologize, which means expressing regret. For example, we don't say, he told sorry for his mistake. We say, he said sorry for his mistake or he apologized for his mistake.
7. Instead of saying make business, say do business, which means engaging in commercial activities. For example, we don't say, they want to make business with foreign companies. We say, they want to do business with foreign companies.
8. Instead of saying do a crime, say commit a crime, which means breaking the law. For example, we don't say, he did a crime last year. We say, he committed a crime last year.
9. Instead of saying do a speech, say make a speech or give a speech, which means talking formally in front of an audience. For example, we don't say, the CEO will do a speech at the event. We say, the CEO will give a speech at the event.
10. Instead of saying do a complaint, say make a complaint, which means expressing dissatisfaction about something. For example, we don't say, I want to do a complaint about the service. We say, I want to make a complaint about the service.
11. Instead of saying make exercise, say do exercise, which means engaging in physical activity. For example, we don't say, you should make exercise regularly. We say, you should do exercise regularly.
12. Instead of saying take a decision, say make a decision, which means choosing something. For example, we don't say, you must take a decision soon. We say, you must make a decision soon.
13. Instead of saying take progress, say make progress, which means improving at something. For example, we don't say, he is taking progress in math. We say, he is making progress in math.
14. Instead of saying have a travel, say take a trip or go on a trip, which means going on a journey. For example, we don't say, we had a travel to France. We say, we took a trip to France.
Instead of saying say a joke, say tell a joke, which means sharing something funny. For example, we don't say, he said a joke in class. We say, he told a joke in class.
16. Instead of saying tell thanks, say thanks, which means expressing gratitude. For example, we don't say, I told thanks to my teacher. We say, I said thanks to my teacher.
17. Instead of saying married with, say married to, which means being in a legal relationship. For example, we don't say, she is married with a doctor. We say, she is married to a doctor.
18. Instead of saying explain me the problem, say explain the problem to me, which means describing something. For example, we don't say, can you explain me the problem? We say, can you explain the problem to me?
19. Instead of saying go to home, say go home, which means returning to one's house. For example, we don't say, I will go to home now. We say, I will go home now.
20. Instead of saying give a suggestion, say make a suggestion, which means proposing an idea. For example, we don't say, can I give a suggestion? We say, can I make a suggestion?
21. Instead of saying do a promise, say make a promise, which means committing to do something. For example, we don't say, he did a promise to help me. We say, he made a promise to help me.
22. Instead of saying give an excuse, say make an excuse, which means justifying an action. For example, we don't say, she gave an excuse for being late, we say, she made an excuse for being late.
23. Instead of saying do a plan, say make a plan, which means preparing for something. For example, we don't say, let's do a plan for the trip. We say, let's make a plan for the trip.
24. Instead of saying, take a seat, say, have a seat, which means sitting down. For example, we don't say, please take a seat. We say, please have a seat.
25. Instead of saying do an appointment, say make an appointment, which means scheduling a meeting. For example, we don't say, I need to do an appointment. We say, I need to make an appointment.
26. Instead of saying listen music, say listen to music, which means actively hearing music. For example, we don't say, I like to listen music while studying. We say, I like to listen to music while studying.
27. Instead of saying contact with me, say contact me, which means getting in touch with someone. For example, we don't say, please contact with me if you need help. We say, please contact me if you need help.
28. Instead of saying enter in the room, say enter the room, which means going inside. For example, we don't say, he entered in the room without knocking. We say, he entered the room without knocking.
29. Instead of saying speak a truth, say tell the truth, which means saying what is real or true. For example, we don't say, you should always speak a truth. We say, you should always tell the truth.